Greetings, grasshoppers, and welcome to the Bot Signal today. My name is RJ Redden, and if you don't know me, entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole or they're a carbon copy of everybody else. And many entrepreneurs out there have trouble getting traction online. So, I create epic engagement experiences that help people do three things. Helps them to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to get 1 million people to change their marketing. And today we're going to start with you. So, welcome to the Bot Signal. Now, today we're going to talk about something that is not, it's a little bit vaguely in the news, but not news focused and oriented. That's just not where my show is at. But I would like to say that, for forever and ever on this show, I've been talking about how very much people want to be seen, heard, and responded to. Even if that response is a no, even if that response is a not right now, maybe later, people, I've been seeing it forever on this show, and I've been seeing it around a little bit lately. And for me, engagement marketing is the answer. It's the next answer. People are tired of just getting shouted at through their emails. People are just getting tired of the assumptive way that most people, that many people kind of approach sales. People are getting tired of being talked at rather than being talked to. And that's the difference. You see, this traditional model has survived so long because people don't have time to talk to people individually. We just don't. I mean, I got a lot of stuff to do today. You should see my list. It's super long. I'm sure yours is too. As an entrepreneur, my job is connection. My job is connection. And yet, most of us don't think about that when we're marketing. Most of us, what we think about is, how do we reach more? How do we reach more? But it's a false connection. It's just a click. Clicks aren't connection, people. It's part of my manifesto, which when I get 5 minutes, I'll write. I promise. Anyway, engagement marketing is the future of what, I think that it's been incredibly successful for me. It's been incredibly successful with my clients. Because all of a sudden, we go from that traditional form of marketing, which is basically a digital bullhorn on a street corner. That's all it is. We go from there to actually caring about a client journey, to engage with them along the way, not only to qualify them, but to see where they might fit, to make them a personal offer, depending on what stage in business they're at right now. This is all stuff that we hope to do later after we've got them on our list. But let me tell you, a list full of people who don't care what you have to say isn't worth as much as everybody else thinks it is. That's the truth. So, my friends, engagement marketing, and of course what I'm talking about is bots here, but there are also other ways to use some of the traditional methods in a much more engaging manner. Talking about live streams, where we, what I'm doing right now, obviously, and Teresa says, the impact we could make if people were more seen and heard. Because when people are seen and heard, just like you're pointing out there, Teresa, people feel like maybe they're understood. And if people feel like they're understood, then you've got a much higher chance of developing a relationship with that person. Notice I said develop a relationship. that relationship isn't necessarily a transaction. I've been spending some time. I've been taking a class from my friend Charles Bird, and it's an excellent class, people. And he's talking a lot about joint venturing. And the way that he does it is slightly different than what I've done in the past. It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to me because it's really built on what's the relationship? What's the relationship? To me, when I'm greeting people in my bot and introducing them into my little world, it's a fascinating process where you get to choose your own adventure. You get to create your own adventure. Please don't sue me. You get to create your own adventure. You get to pick whatever you want. Pick the path you're going to go down. What do you want to know? Maybe that person is not a transaction at all. Maybe what they are is a collaborator. Maybe you're going to do a crazy project together that's going to change the world. Hello, Elon Musk. I'm looking at you, bud. I know we're supposed to meet. Anyway, this is the message this morning. We're not getting people on our list to sell to them. That time is over. The time where people thought, boy, this is really a great email is over. It's just over. Look at your email rates if you don't believe me. The time for engagement marketing is now. The time to look at someone digitally at first and personally later and say, I see you, I hear you, here's something I think would be great for you to see or to hear or to experience right now. That time is now. You can do this most efficiently through the bot, but there are many other ways to do this as well. There are ways to do it through email. You're not going to get a great open rate. It's not because of your emails, people. It's because of people's emails history for 20 years. It's all the emotional baggage they're still feeling, okay? But what I want to say now is you want to see and hear people. You want to understand what they value. Since you can't have a physical conversation one-to-one with every single human, you just can't. The best way to have that opening conversation with a bot, make your red carpet the bot and invite them to a meeting. Invite them to meet you. Invite them to get to know you. Seriously, a lot of people, when they encounter my bots, there are a lot of people that self-select out. They just can't take the cape and the goggles. They need somebody more professional to trust. Fantastic. You go do that. There are many people out there. For me, I want the creative. I want the think outside of the box. I want those people who aren't afraid to bust a move. Those are the people that I want. Those are the people that I love and encourage to be my clients because we do the greatest work together. You can do this too. You can do this too. And it doesn't take that much to do. So, my friends, that's my message this morning for you. I sure do love every one of you out there, and I thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for watching and giving it a listen. To me, this show is a great place where I can meet people and develop some thought leadership. Get out there with the message of you don't have to do things the way that you've always done them. In fact, it's so much better if you don't. If you take a step back and you see how very much traditional ways just seem to just maximum effort, minimal result. All we can hope for is a trickle out of that stuff. But if you engage, if you reach out, if you take someone's hand and say, hey, I see you, I hear you, and this is where I think we should go, which that's exactly what we do in bots, then that relationship goes a heck of a lot further. Think about that today. Happy Monday. I hope you're having a great Monday. I am having a great Monday. It's been beautiful so far. I get to think about all the connections that I've made. I get to think about all the people out there, and I just smile because the future, my friends, is bright. So that's all I have for you today. I certainly thank you for coming by. In the words of the great Bob Ross, happy painting, and I'll see you in a bot.